Hi everybody, it's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and it's Easter, so happy Easter. I'm in a different location today. I'm sitting on the floor of my bedroom because everybody's at home. It's Easter, and we're gonna start cooking our big meal here in a little bit, and I thought I would take a few minutes out to make a video. Also, it is hotter than blue blazes here in Okie Dokie. So if I look a mess, if I look all sweaty and everything like that, please understand. We're supposed to get some storms tonight. Hopefully we will cool us off just a little bit. I got a weird curl there, whatever. Okay, what are we going to talk about today? Well, today we're going to do my booktube newbie tag. Never done it. Been on booktube for 2 years, so I'm not exactly a newbie, but I had a subscriber. And see, because I never get tagged, and I want to get tagged on something, you know, I need friends, and so I want to get tagged, but I don't do a tag because I feel like that would be inviting myself to the party with nobody wanting me there. So my subscriber said, do the booktube newbie tag, even though you've been on booktube a while. So that's what I'm going to do. This is our booktube newbie tag from someone who is not a newbie. Okay, question 1. Why did you start this channel? I started this channel a couple of years ago. Hold on, I gotta take a sip. A little sip of wine there, a little Easter wine. I started this channel a couple of years ago because I had already done a lot of blogging and was very successful at that, as a matter of fact. I had a great following on my blog, and I thought that I would change it into a vlog, into a booktube vlog, and see if I got a great following on that, because I really wanted to learn that skill of how to move the camera and edit and add stickers and photos and everything like that, and that's what I really wanted to do. So that's why I started it, because I wanted a new adventure. Next question. What are unique things you can show to booktube? Well, I think my genre of books are pretty unique. I like vintage, and I love vintage Gothic, and we've talked about that before. So I like books that are written pre-1980. Now, that's not to say I'll never read a modern book. I read a modern book recently, and it was fine. It was great, and some modern books coming out are great. But I mean, I really want to get in the nooks and crannies. I really want to get in the dusty old bookshop and blow off the dust and find the old stuff. The really vintage old stuff. Almost antique. And not necessarily classics. I mean, because people think of older books as, well, you're talking about classics. No, you're talking about older books. And I love that. I love my older Gothics. I love my 1950s and 60s teen fiction. So hip. All right, so that's some unique things I can bring. I hope I'm bringing that. I keep shutting the notebook for the questions. Una momente. 3 months in the grave. Okay, what are you most excited about? I am most excited about getting to know other people on booktube. That is something that's really important to me. I have Read Journal Love, and I will link her stuff below, and she has reached out and has just been charming and delightful and warmed the cockles of my heart, because she agreed to be my friend on Goodreads, and I thought I was going to cry because that was so wonderful. So I really am looking forward to making booktube friends. Subscribers as friends. I have some friends that are already friends that are subscribers. I have some new subscribers that are becoming friends. And that's what I'm looking forward to. New friends. Ooh, I looked a little like an ape there, didn't I? Okay. Another sip of wine. She needs another sip. Just a palate cleanser. Okay, next question, number 4. Why do you love reading? Well, I think it's probably the same for everybody on booktube, because when you read a good story, you're just immersed in it. It takes you out of your life and you become that character. And I have always wanted to be adventurous, and I am not. I'm not a traveler. I'm kind of a homebody. I'm not particularly stylish, as you may well recognize, and I've always wanted to be stylish. I want to be those wonderful heroes and heroines that I read about, that are off on adventures all over the world and everything like that. And that's why I love reading, because for that brief amount of time, I can get into their heads, I can solve the mystery, I can climb the mountain, I can, fend off the serial killer, and it's going to be fun. And that's one of the reasons why I love reading, because I could get into those other people's heads. All right, what was the book or series that got you into reading? Well, I've always been a reader. My father was an English teacher, and he read a lot to us and around us and everything. My mother's always been a reader, but I would have to say the Little House books. I read all the Little House on the Prairie books religiously. Every birthday I would get another one. I had the whole collection kind of in the original paperback form, and I don't know where they are. I could kill myself for not knowing what I've done with them. I don't know if I sold them. I don't know if I lent them. I don't know, whatever. But it was that, and then it was North and Drabby was the first kind of gothic thriller that I ever read. And I read that early. Well, I thought it was early. I read that when I was about 12. And boy, did that just blow me away. It did. It just blew me away. So Little House on the Prairie, and then North and Drabby. And then, of course, my all-time favorite, Jane Eyre, which I will never let go of. I think that if the house burns down, I will save my various copies of Jane Eyre. My various and the sundry copies of Jane Eyre. Okay, what's the next question? Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? How do you read so much? I work full time. I've got a family that I love. I've got an 83-year-old mom that I take care of. And let's put it bluntly. She's not like in a wheelchair. She's not particularly ill or anything like that. But she does take a lot. I got to drive her around everywhere and got to pick up prescriptions and spend some time with her, spend some quality time with her. How do you get so much reading done? These booktubers that are reading 10 books a month, that are reading 12 books a month, I don't see how you do it. I don't see how you do it and really, what's the word? Submerge yourself into the story. I would love to do that. I would love to learn how to do that. To read 12 books a month and remember it and submerge myself in the story. God, that would be like a superpower. I might have to take somebody out to get that superpower. Okay, looking down again, need to look up. What challenges will be the hardest to overcome? Statistics is the challenge I'm having the hardest time overcoming. I am addicted to statistics. I want to know how many people watched my video. I want to know how long they watched it. I want to know if more people watched it on Wednesday or Thursday or anything like that. I've got to stop checking my statistics because it's making me crazy. That's something I did with my blog, and I was very disappointed in the person I became always watching that. Did someone just pass by the back door? I think somebody did. So we'll just have to go on and pretend that we didn't see that person pass by the door. And he's going to pass by again. Okay. The next question is, when did I start reading? I started reading at a really early age. I started reading probably when I was like 5. Moose is here to say hello. I remember the first book that I ever got as a present. It was a Christmas present. It was Dr. Seuss's The Walk-It in My Pocket. And I was very excited to get that book, and I read it all through by myself. And I just loved it. So I started reading. I've been reading for 50 some odd years now. And I read a lot. I read a lot. Read a lot of good things, read a lot of bad things, just read a lot. Okay. What's the next question? Where do you read? I read exclusively in bed. I cannot read anyplace else other than bed, and I like it when no one is in the bedroom with me. I am married, thank God, to a wonderful man, 30 some odd years, but I like to read when it's quiet and when it's dark. And when I go to bed, that's my reading time. That's my time that I cut off. That's Meg's time. And nobody gets any time when I come in this bedroom and shut the door. It is my time only, and that's when I read. I read in my bed. And I'll read for a couple of hours at a time. I mean, I won't just read and like nod off and go to sleep. I'll read for a couple of hours at a time. Okay, just a second. My husband passing by made me lose my place. Okay, number 9, and that was number 9. Where do you read? It was in bed. Number 10, what kind of books do you like to read? Well, I've talked about this before. Hold on, I need another sip of wine. Oh, there's Moose for us, of course, when I'm filming. I like to read Gothic fiction. I like to read especially the stuff written in the 50s and the 60s that it's just cheesy. I like that. I like classics that have strong female protagonists. I like, what else do I like? I like thrillers that are not, I like thrillers that have a reason to be thrillers. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is if you find out that the person stalking her is just crazy, then that's not interesting to me. I want to know the why behind it. I want to know, I mean, I don't want to know just they killed them for no reason whatsoever just because they were having a bad day. I want the jewels to be stolen. I want the inspector on the way. I want the classic mystery genre and tropes. Give me the clues. Let me see if I can figure it out. So I love classic mystery. I love gothics. I love classics with strong female protagonists. That's what I love. I'm not a huge romance person, but I will read it. I don't think there's anything I won't really read if somebody really recommends it to me. I will read it. So I guess that's it. That's my booktube newbie tag. And I hope I didn't make a you-know-what show out of it because I was in a different area and location. And I tell you what, if this one doesn't go well, then I will wait until some morning when everybody's asleep and I will do another one. And then you'll have 2. And you can pick which one you like better. Anyway, in the meantime, I wanted to say thank you for subscribing. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the suggestion for doing the booktube newbie tag. And I will check you later.